Hi guys, it's Laura. Thank you all for watching and welcome back to my channel. So today it's gonna be another fall vlog. It's a beautiful day already and it's supposed to be super warm in the afternoon, and I have a few places to go, so I'm gonna take you with me. So right now Shadow and I are in the park. It's pretty chilly, so I'm dressed very warm, but again in the afternoon it's supposed to be warm, so I plan on wearing a cute outfit that I made myself not so long ago. Here we have Mr. Bushytail. Hi Shadow! Are you eating your salad, baby? I already took my medicine that I'm taking daily because of my chronic gastritis. It is getting so much better, partially also because I'm following a special diet. So I have a friend who's a nutritionist and I got a meal plan from her that I'm following, and I actually just got a second meal plan and that made a huge difference. I'm already able to eat full portions again, and I also already put back on at least 1 kilo from the weight that I lost over the summer, so that's about 2.2 pounds. And that was exactly the weight that made the difference between still having enough energy or being exhausted. So I feel like myself again. I still have sometimes a little bit pressure in my stomach, and sometimes I'm a little bit bloated, but not really much. But the cramps and the burning are gone, so I guess soon I will be able to get rid of the medicine and I'll just continue for a while with the meal plans, and then soon I'll be able to incorporate some other food as well. Anyway, we'll continue walking for in total about 1.5 hours. In the meantime, I'll have this banana. I have a second one in my backpack in case I still feel hungry. And then Shadow and I will go shopping. Alright, so we've been walking for 2 hours in total because it's so beautiful. It got actually pretty warm at this point, and now we are about to go to one of the stores. We just arrived at the mall where we're going into one of the stores, and you can tell that Mr. Bushytail is super excited. We are back at home. I put all the stuff that I bought for Shadow partially in the freezer and partially in the drawer. Shadow is having his breakfast. And while Mr. Bushytail is eating, I will show you also what I'm gonna have for breakfast. I'm gonna have this lovely oatmeal with coconut yogurt. So I soaked oats and millet with a tablespoon goji berries in orange juice overnight. And now I mixed it with a cup of coconut yogurt. I topped my oats with 2 sliced peaches, and I sprinkled pumpkin seeds and hemp seeds on the top. And now my favorite part of the morning will start because I'm going to fluff the fluff. Shadow loves brushing so much. He always comes to me when he sees that I put out all the brushes and his ball balm. Shadow, Platz. Oh, boom. Shadow, boom. That's the amount of fur that I brush out pretty much on daily basis recently. I guess that he's getting his winter fluff, so it's gonna be super fluffy, and his coat is already very thick. It's amazing how his coat improved since we adopted him, because the mane was half as big and it wasn't so soft and silky, and here you can see that he's doing really great. I love this guy so much. Before I'll have my breakfast, I wanted to show you all these beautiful colors in our yard. I find that fall is so magical. And now I'll have my breakfast. Here we have my today's outfit. I've been honestly so excited to be finally able to wear this, because when I made both the top and the skirt, it was a little bit too warm for that, but now the weather is perfect. So the sewing patterns for both the top and the skirt are available on my homepage, and it's even possible that at this point there is the tutorial for this skirt on my DIY channel. So if that's the case, I will link it down below, because this is not just a regular skirt, it's a two-way skirt, so I can turn it either way. So that's a lot of fun, and since it's made of 2 layers of jersey, it's a little bit warmer, so nice for the fall. And let me tell you, this orangey shade, oh my god, I can't get enough of this. So I definitely have to look up where exactly I bought this reddish orange fabric and see if it's still available, because this shade is just so beautiful. It makes me feel so fresh and alive. Too bad that I can't get this sugar skull print anymore. I bought it last year in a local sewing supply store here in the district where I live. And I asked the lady whether she still had it, and sadly she doesn't have it anymore. But she said she's gonna look. Maybe I get lucky, maybe she'll be able to get more of this. My bike got another upgrade. So I have here this bottle holder, and I got saddlebags for the back, and I also have a backpack that I can strap with these clips on these 2 saddlebags. So whenever I go boxing or somewhere else with my bike, I can also do some shopping on my way home, and I don't have to go extra. Efficiency is everything. And we planted a hazelnut tree, or is it a shrub? I don't know, what do you call it? So basically hazelnut, because I love making hazelnut milk, and I thought it would be fun to have our own hazelnut in the yard. By the way, speaking of efficiency, I did a little meal prep yesterday, so I have in the fridge 2 boxes of my favorite vegetable stir fry with brown rice. It's actually exactly the stir fry I have showed in my last what I eat in a day video, because I just like this so much, so I eat it very often. But this time I added chickpeas, and I have 2 full boxes of that. So today when I come back from boxing, I will first have a little bit of that, and then later for dinner I'll have my soup. And the soup is also already pre-cooked. And since I had my breakfast so late today, because I got up about 2 hours later than usual, instead of lunch, I'll just have a protein shake, because I'm not that hungry and I don't want to eat that late before my boxing training. So I made myself a chocolate protein shake. So I recently discovered this brand in our drugstore, and I thought I'm gonna give it a try, and I find it delicious. It says I'm supposed to mix it with just water, but I prefer my chocolate protein shake with plant milk, and I also like adding a little sprinkle of cinnamon. Next, I prepared these potatoes. So I already peeled them and put them in water, and I'm gonna put them in the fridge. These are for Jack for dinner, because I'm gonna make him a plant-based burger with mashed potatoes and green beans. He's going to get one of these burgers. I also already packed my bag for boxing, and I have here a bottle with fennel tea, because that's what I like drinking these days. And I'm charging a second battery for this camera so that I don't run out of power, because on my way back from boxing class there is a special place where I want to stop. I'll be bringing the protein shake with me to my boxing class, and I'll drink it after the training, because I'm still pretty stuffed. And now, before I go, I have to work. So I'm done with my boxing class. I showered afterwards, and this is the first stop. I'm gonna go to the grocery store because I need a few things for tomorrow and also for tonight. And this is the next stop. We are going to a graveyard because it's shortly before Halloween, and I always wanted to visit this one. I find already this arch at the entrance so beautiful. And those of you who do not live in Europe, European graveyards are really beautiful. Usually the tombstones are always a piece of art each, so we're gonna take a little stroll through the graveyard today. According to this list, there are many prominent people buried here, and one of them is also Wolfgang Amadeus Mozart. My personal favorites at each graveyard are those old tombs that you can't even read anymore because they are aged so much. They look so super spooky and somehow beautiful in a really eerie way. And I also think that this is the best time to visit a graveyard because we have the last rays of sunlight and it's gonna get a little bit darker, so it's perfect. Here this says that this is the last Biedermeier graveyard in the world. When I was a teenager, I've been already a bit of an outsider, and I used to love hanging out in graveyards. And once I got my driver's license and my first car, sometimes when I needed to escape from everything and when I wanted to clear my head, I would go to the graveyard where we have our family grave. That was just a few kilometers from the place where we lived, and I would just sit there and contemplate everything, and it would always make me feel better. These look so spooky, like out of some scary film, all grown in. And here it goes to the grave of Wolfgang Amadeus Mozart. I always loved his music. I don't listen to classical music all the time, but his music was always something I enjoyed a lot. And here it is. May he rest in peace. It's beautiful. And here we have some information, so I'm going to read it for you. When Mozart was buried in 1791, the graves in the St. Mark's Cemetery were mainly shaft graves in the form of simple burial mounds with an occasional wooden cross. Therefore, only a short time later it was already difficult to determine Mozart's exact burial place. After extensive research, the decision was taken in 1859 to rebuild a representative tomb here. The tomb was moved to the Vienna Central Cemetery in 1891 on the occasion of the 100th anniversary of Mozart's death. On the initiative of cemetery attendant Alexander Kugler, this tomb was constructed in its place. It has been largely unaltered and can still be found here today in the St. Mark Cemetery. So Mozart's grave was something I definitely wanted to see and share with you guys. And now we're just gonna take a little stroll, and then I'll be back on my way home because I wanna go back to Mr. Bushytail.
Hey baby, hi Mr. Bushytail. Hey baby. Your voice in shadow? What is it, baby? Yeah, baby, I'm here. I'm here. I'm here now. I'm not gonna go anywhere else. Alright, so Mr. Bushytail is eating. And I'm unloading the groceries, so I bought this large bag of apples. These are budget apples, but they are absolutely delicious and they are regional. I also bought carrots, a bag of oranges, but I already put them away. And this one is for my oats for tomorrow. I have here lentils and chickpeas, dates, and I bought a butternut squash, or actually a half of it, because it's the season and I love eating anything with pumpkin. I already put on my pajamas and now I'm about to fix us dinner. So as I said earlier in this video, Jack is gonna have mashed potatoes with a vegan burger and green beans. And I will have just my soup. I actually did not have my lunch as I planned. I had the protein shake that I had with me when I went boxing, but I'm not that hungry anymore, so I'll have probably just 2 plates of the soup and I'm gonna roast a few pieces of tempeh and throw it in it, and that's gonna be it. So that was our day today. After dinner we're just gonna watch whatever we're watching right now, and then we'll go to bed early as usual. So thank you all so much for watching. I hope that you guys enjoyed today's vlog. I appreciate you so much. God bless you and see you soon. Bye.